matter, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. We ain't even. Ain't submit when you daydreaming. Came needing to eat, I ain't eating in 8 weeks. And my mouth's watering like I stay teething. You can't reason with the animal that's loose and my brain's tweaking. You don't really know me. If you think you do get amnesia, got a problem, I'm subtracting you like a mad teacher. I'm that lethal like a friend to a mass preacher. I send you up to Christ if you crossing your act evil. Preparation meets opportunity, maybe. Big grade is ambiguity, baby. Too much at stake for your foolery, ain't it crazy? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, you won't faze me. You ain't really hard like you imagining. Bragging about being toxic, but you ain't really that hazardous. Rap God, if you don't believe in me, then it's blasphemous. Everything that you are is an acronym to my adjective.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On play action, it's Rodgers. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Rodgers' throw complete there to Johnson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. You talk about this Bengals defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. George Pickens with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Now Jackson on first down. This will be caught once again by Brown. Touchdown! Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 36 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it easily moved.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there.
With now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that makes the score 14-7.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14.
2nd and 9.
To throw is Jackson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
1st and 10. It's Jackson. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Christian Kirk deep to return it. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On play action, Rodgers. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
Just a gain of a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 127 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Rodgers now on 1st down.
Got an open man. It's Pickens.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. From the gun, Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Jackson now. Forced out to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, it's Jackson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Gregory Rousseau, and there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And this will be incomplete. Both players with a shot at it that time, but neither coming away with it. On is the punter, Brian Ager, to kick this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Ravens will take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will have a Ravens first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there, because to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The handoff as they run the counter play. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 2nd down, Jackson checks this one down. It's Mitchell. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Here's Jackson to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now it's Jackson. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Now Jackson.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
He'll get this up to about the 44.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Now Rodgers And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on third down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
Taking it about the 16. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Jackson on 2nd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now it's Jackson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for a 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 170 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Here's one deep for Pickens. And that is incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now Rodgers. That is caught. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line. 23 yards on the play. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Down at the 25.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Rodgers looking to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And out of bounds right around the 20. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Here's Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll throw on first down with Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 2.
And now Jackson will look to throw it.
Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
One last shot for Jackson. He's going to let it fly.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Ravens come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this